junction, because this particular junction had got like a concrete divider, let's call it, between the two lanes, and the end of it was shaped like an absolutely exceptional ramp. Now I saw this at the very last second, and I think we were doing about 70 miles an hour. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't swerve, couldn't do anything. So we hit this concrete end ramp. I'd say it's probably about 2 foot high, this divider, square smack in the middle of this Mulsanne, which then took off. I don't know how far we flew. Starting off another crazy week with, get a trade plate, a trip to the MOT place for the old Buick, which is being delivered on Wednesday. So let's get it out of here. It's a bit of a crazy day. I've got 2 or 3 bikes to MOT, weather depending, and then get the Buick out. So number one job, let's get the Buick out and the Maserati moved and get it down to MOT. So yeah, let's go. Here we go, fresh MOT on the Buick. So that'll please Steve when we get it down there. He's got nothing to do now, just tax it and drive it. My God, this is a comfy car. You know when you sell something and you think, yeah, I shouldn't have really sold that, and you wonder why you have, but then, I've said it many times, I'm not a collector, I've actually got to sell this gear, haven't I? And me deciding to keep everything good, which is we buy things good so we can sell good things, but I can't just keep everything, so it's got to go. But as I'm sat here now, I might even fall asleep because it's that comfy. Negotiating the narrow streets of Grimsby and Cleethorpes is not the best, but anyway, we're off, we're on. There you go, there's the view down the bonnet. You can see the target on the end there, ready to get anything that gets in its way. And look at it, just look at it. Yeah, comfiest car ever. The Cadillac we have, I reckon, is just as comfy, but this being such a low mileage, look at that. If you can see it, 20,000. There's no rattles, no squeaks, nothing, just pure comfort. Anyway, get on with the rest of the job. Got some bikes to test, and it's rained. It would have done, wouldn't it? Right, off we go. Enfield ready for test. Softail ready for test. That's going now. Scott's running out of the way. GPZ all ready for test. So we don't want weather ruining this, so we're taking Harley first because chap's coming tomorrow for it, and then we'll just play it by ear one at a time. Right, getting empty again. GPZ for MOT. What a day today. So we've got the Buick tested, we already know, chalked off number one. Got the Harley tested, got caught in hailstones, fantastic. Got the GPZ 750 Turbo tested, wow, what a bike. And the Enfield Desert Storm tested. Freezing cold today, mash 50 now, going in the van. Getting delivered fairly locally, about 10-15 miles away from us, just ridden that home. Little 50, what a hoot. A bit too quick for a 50 to be fair, but there you go. She's all ready to be dropped off to a young lad start his biking career in a couple of weeks. So, let's get it in the van, let's get the hell out of here. Enfield, going to get loaded in a minute, and we're saying goodbye to the GPZ 750 Turbo. We have absolutely loved having that here. It's absolutely awesome, and it's time for her to go. So yeah, what else can I say? Let's get it in the van, get that in the van. It's 6 o'clock now, 6:15, Tuesday evening. I've got to go and load the Buick up yet. So oh look, that's, oh, God blimey. So let's go and load it up. One in today. We've got two in today actually. We've got this thing, T-Max DX. What a machine that is. I rode it back about 10 mile. My life, that thing moves, and I could get into a lot of trouble on that. There's so many options and things and cruises and cruise controls and all that good stuff. And this one's coming today against the Softail XJR 1300. Fantastic bike, just the one owner from new. We do have the original O-Lings. I think there's a seal gone in them. I think it's done about 30,000 or something, but yeah, really nice bike that. Always like the XJR 1300s. And I know someone else who likes them as well. He'll probably be tempted. But let's get these loaded in the van and go home and get the trailer on as well. Speak to you in a bit. That's it, all tied in, everything fastened down. Enfield strapped in at the back there because that's coming out. Buick's off the trailer first, GPZ's in, all soft straps used on this, because look at it, my life. Anyway, that's them tied in. I'll get Lisa's just finishing off some paperwork, and yeah, plenty of space between them, so you know nothing's going to fall about. Well strapped down, absolutely rock solid, so they're ready to go down south to their new owners. Get home and load the Buick up. Next. So back home now, 7:30, all loaded up with the bikes, and it's time to get trailer and the Buick to be married. So yeah, let's back the trailer, back the van up, get it on the let's put you on there like that. Don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. Get you on a bit of what's that thing called, time lapse, and then watch us load. That's it then. So Buick's loaded up now. Let's go and have a look. Look at the car. How we strapped it on. 4 straps, got to be safe. So 4 straps, nice and short together. All the ends tied away, because otherwise you'll be Mr. Plod will be wanting to come and get you. All the lights are working. Got to check that before we set off. Again, all tied down. Looking absolutely gorgeous. Gonna miss it driving it the last couple of days for MOT and stuff. I'm wondering, you know, what on earth have I done here? But anyway, keep doing it, don't I? Keep saying it. It's the job. It's what we have to do. So yeah, tomorrow it'll have a new owner, and hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed having it about the place, because it is awesome, let's be honest. So yeah, all 4 straps done, electrics on, button down on the tilt, safety cable on, bikes are all tied down lovely in the back. Got a spare chock if I can make it tomorrow. Try and get Nottingham and Grantham done. That way I'll get all the sort of tricky jobs out the way all in one day. Don't know whether we'll make it, to be honest, but all we can do is try. Yeah, that's it. So I'm just looking again, because you just do. Ramps are shut, yeah, ramps are away. Good. That's it then. Ready for a really early start in the morning. Give the van a rinse as well. We all know van's a silent salesman. Bentley had an MOT today, straight through. That's what we want to see, innit? Had the wheels balanced as well, because you remember me saying there was jiggling about a bit. So wheels are all balanced. Might even go to Portsmouth and that the weekend. I haven't decided, because we're going to Portsmouth this weekend for 50th do. Anyway, that aside, turn the van off. It's ready for an assault in the morning. All the books are in. I think all the Buick books are in the Buick, so happy days. Let's go. See you later. Hang on, just one more thing. I think the dogs have come to check me work. See if I've tied it down properly. Kimmy, what do you reckon? Is it tied? Sit. Sit. Oh, go on, sing us a song then. Sit down. Sit. Stay there. Oh, God, you're not very well trained, are you? Anyway, onwards. Good morning. Headed out. Bracknell first. It's all still on. All still tied down properly. Of course it would be, unless the foxes had been out in the night causing havoc. Hey, good long day. I'm not sure I'm going to get all of it done, if I'm honest. The sat-nav things fell off. I'm going to need that. Let's have up there. Got me grub. Oh, it fell off again. It's handy, innit? Because we're definitely going to need that. Oh, right. I hate mornings. Right, let's go. Bracknell, and then where are we going then? Somewhere just after Bracknell, then the New Forest, and get all these things delivered, and hopefully get back and get 3 more. But I'm not sure I'm going to get all this done. But we're going to give it a go. But a long day. Right, catch you on the road. Well, I hope that's not an omen for the day. The darn gates wouldn't open. But anyway, got them open now. Let's go. often is when you get away so early from sunny Grimsby. Just seem to hit everything a bit further down, but that's all right. About 100 miles to run now to get to drop the Buick off. This chap, Steve, he's a lovely guy on the phone, old school, but again, he's not seen the car, so it's one of those. Try and get some footage, and when I get there, we'll see how we go. But hope you enjoyed the stuff last week with the Continental R. What a car! Now, it brought in mind a little time of my first encounter with a Bentley, and as you can probably understand, it's a few years ago, and let's just say it was the cheaper end of a Bentley purchase. Now, at the time, we had a European trip to do. We had to go to the top of Germany and collect a Volkswagen campervan T25. So, friend and his good lady, they were coming with us, and we were going to go. I'd got a big diesel 4 before we were going in. I think it was a Merc ML or something like that. Anyway, at some point in the week leading up to going away, I decided the diesel ML was horrible and sold it, so no car. Anyway, this brought me a meeting with another fellow trader, and first time we met, and we're still in touch now. In fact, give him a call yesterday. We'll have a chat about some cars, and I bought off him a Bentley Mulsanne 8. And this was not an expensive Bentley Mulsanne 8. It was quite possibly the cheapest Mulsanne 8 this side of the Blackstone. So I went and got this car, and at this point, my good friend, unfortunately, his father passed away, and it was all getting a little bit. I was like, oh crikey, perhaps he doesn't want to go away. But we'd got ferries booked for the Friday night. And I then announced to him that I'd sold the ML, and we were going in a Bentley Mulsanne all around York, because we had to go to the top of Germany, pick this camper van up, bring that back to Rotterdam, put it on a ferry, and then we were then carrying on down south. I forget where it was now, somewhere in France, to another friend who'd hired a Jeep for the week. So yeah, the ferry was booked. His dad's funeral was in the morning on the Friday, and I said, look, don't go, mate. We'll go. No. He was adamant, come with us. So that was good, and I think it was a week of getting away from it all. So we set off in our Mulsanne 8, and rusty Mulsanne 8 with, well, not the best car. Anyway, we get on the ferry, get off the other side, and I'd made the decision to get petrol on the other side, because all of our press told us that we were the most expensive petrol in the world ever, and that in Europe it was cheap. So we got on the ferry at Hull empty, and found out that when you get off at the other side, the petrol was about 20p a litre dearer. So that was a good start for the Bentley. Anyway, we drove up to top of Germany, picked up the camper van, and the camper van kept conking all the way back. That's when the trouble started with the Bentley. And not massive trouble, but this Bentley, the expansion chamber for the cooling system had developed a hole. Now, it's strange old plastic that, and it got a bit brittle, and it developed a hole, and Lord alone knows how, but this thing could manage to just get through its water in about an hour. So, God's sake, stopping everywhere. The camper van wasn't running the best either. Stop. It took us hours to get back to Rotterdam. Anyway, we ditched the camper van. Bear in mind, it's Rotterdam bank holiday weekend. We'd got this T25 camper, and we'd arranged to send it with Ro-Ro back to Immingham, which is our closest port. And we had to leave the keys for somebody, and we couldn't find anybody anywhere. So literally dumped this thing on a dockyard side in Rotterdam, and just left the keys at a security hut. There was no one else on the dockyard. It was unbelievable. It was bank holiday weekend, and that was that, Saturday. So we left, but this is the good bit, if there was a good bit. As we were leaving Rotterdam, we were trying to get to Antwerp at a decent time, get a B&B, hotel, whatever. So I'm driving quite quick in this old Bentley that every now and again keeps overheating, and we're going to have the heater on full bore, we're like the filthy Fulfords. Lisa and my mate's missus had got their feet out the window and everything, trying to keep cool because it was red hot summer. We've got the heater on full bore, trying to keep this thing cool, and yeah, things were not going great. So it's at this point where, if you remember when your sat navs first came out, they didn't have lane guidance or anything like that. They just used to say turn off at the next junction, or do the, you'd have a little arrow. And round about your report, Rotterdam, it's not the easiest, a lot of estate road, a lot of roads. And at this point, I was edging my bets. I'd been told to turn right. I didn't know if it was this right, the next right that was like a few hundred yards after it, whatever. And I'm trying to look at the sat nav, and it wasn't quite clear. So I was edging my bets, and I was between the two lanes, one of turning off, one of going straight on. And I'd looked ahead, and to me, it looked like the road was split by white lines, and the white lines, as the road split, that's normal, isn't it? Well, not this one. It wasn't at all normal for this particular junction, because this particular junction had got like a concrete divider, let's call it, between the two lanes, and the end of it was shaped like an absolutely exceptional ramp. Now, I saw this at the very last second, and I think we were doing about 70 miles an hour. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't swerve, couldn't do anything. So we hit this concrete end ramp. I'd say it's probably about 2 foot high, this divider, square smack in the middle of this Mulsanne, which then took off. I don't know how far we flew, but it was certainly a decent amount of distance. Sparks flying, everything else. We landed back on the piece of road we were going down, just as if nothing had happened. I'm like, what the crap? Absolutely sure we must have ripped the sump off, we must have done something. My friend, hilarious, it was like something out of a World War II fighter movie. The old Bentley's got some dials in the middle, and he's tapping all the dials, tap tap like this. Yeah, oil pressure good, water good, everything else, go, hotel in Antwerp, let's go. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. I said, I'm going to have to pull over and have a look. Have a look under the car. Now, these old Bentleys, that turbo R shape, if you want to call it, the 8s and Mulsannes and all them, Silver Spirit as well, that was that shape. They've got like 2 beams along the bottom of the car, 2 like cast iron girders. And basically, we just slid up the end of this concrete ramp, not done a single bit of damage, bar taking off a load of underseal, and the bottom of the silencer was a little bit scraped. Flew, I don't know, it's got to have been, if I said it was 100 yards, it might have been 200, it might have been 50, I've no idea. But we'd flown a long way, enough to be, I wouldn't say scared, didn't have time to be, just took off, landed and carried on. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so that was that. We got to Antwerp, had a load of beers to think about what we'd done, and basically the rest of that week consisted of that Bentley overheating. So it finally, I think we were somewhere in France, we were about an hour from where we needed to be, and we literally pulled in a service station, filled it with water, got about a mile up the road, and it overheated again badly. But we were stuck on a dual carriage because the damn thing had airlock as well. It didn't help when you were trying to fill it with water again, and it just airlock and cause you bother. So we literally, again, we broke down. We broke down a pub where I've never seen a sign like it, but basically there was a party starting there at 5 o'clock on Friday, and it finished at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Well done, France, for that particular thing. Not usually, well done, France, just on that one. And then when we broke down finally at the side of this road, I say finally, we carried on going. The thing was that hot, you couldn't, you open the engine, mate, on fire. So Lisa and my mate's missus, they'd gone off to try and get some water from a house. They tell a story about a creepy house full of dolls where they got the water. Well, yeah, go figure. And this is the sort of thing that cars will take you to. If you're on a crazy car doing a crazy journey, you know, you'll see some of this stuff. You'll see the little pub with the, you know, the party that's going on all weekend. You'll see the crazy man's house full of dolls. But what we also saw, because what we decided to do at the side of the road, was take some of the spark plugs out, see if the head gasket had gone. Maybe we could just run it, you know, the last few miles with that particular spark plug out. Maybe 7 plugs, maybe 6 plugs, maybe 5 plugs, who knows? We'll just get the last 20-30 miles that we needed to get without those plugs in. So we'd got some of the spark plugs out as the engine was coming down. It's at that point the French police turn up, the gendarmerie. Move your car now. Well, we can't move our car now because it doesn't move. No, move the car now. Okay, how are we going to do this? Going to help us push? No, monsieur. Okay, so we'll push this Bentley then across 2 lanes of dual carriageway to this house, the creepy house with the dolls. So at this point I thought I'll just see if it starts. It had made some god awful rattling noises at that point. It really, really had. So I started it up, and she fired up quiet as a mouse, apart from the cylinder, about 4 spark plugs being out of it on one side, and chugged its way across the road. Sat there for another hour, waited while Lisa and his missus went in the creepy doll man's house, and kept bringing water out. Topped it up. Damn thing got us where we were going. Next 20 miles, never made a noise, not rattled, didn't do anything. So that was that. We spent the next few days of our holiday visiting various French outlets of like a B&Q, Mr. Bricolage and other names like that, and we concocted this thing whereby we'd got a hole in there, we'd got some washers and some rubber on the inside and some chemical metal type stuff like JB Weld, washer on the outside with rubber, nut and bolt, and then we sandwiched the whole thing around this hole. We tried Radwell, we tried all the good stuff that you could buy at a service station. Not one thing had even touched this hole. It was made of flubber, I think, that bottle. Nothing was going to stick to it. So anyway, we've got this little sandwich. They're proud of ourselves, and a few days out around Normandy beaches and stuff like that, which were amazing. And then we drove it home. Now the car had about 4 days MOT left on it, something like that. So we weren't unduly bothered. We worked out the fuel costs. It worked out it cost us about 120 quid each or something to drive to the top of Germany and down to France and home. So, you know, what we thought, wow, that's going to cost a fortune in fuel. When you worked it out, it was a lot of money, but you were first class. The Bentley was awesome. Everyone wanted to talk to you about it, about our chauffage, which meant hot. Everywhere we broke down in France, people come over and chauffage, looking at the steam pouring out of it, and got the thing back. It was then I took it for MOT. Pretty uneventful journey home because we'd fixed it. Got it for MOT, at which point my good friend who's the MOT tester sort of looked at me and said, "Is this the one you've just driven around Europe in?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He says, "Have you seen this?" I went, "No, why?" Went round, all 4 tyres, I'm not joking, had wire coming out the inside. I don't know how I ever survived driving when I was younger. I really don't. Buying a cheap Bentley, it's great, but it's not always going to be the safest, best, most sensible decision you've ever made. But by God, it was a good laugh. Right, we're moving again. So, looking for fuel, and then it's saying 10 to 11 we're getting there now. That's boring. It was 10 o'clock when we set off. Anyway, let's keep going and get there. Speaking of it, days today, queuing forever in that petrol station. I have no idea why, to pay for expensive fuel, but anyway, we've lost an hour somewhere. I don't know if we're going to get all these bikes picked up, but we'll keep trying. First contestant's been on. We've got 17 minutes it says. We're on a bit of a rush because the chap who we're taking the bike to, which is just down the road from where I'm dropping the car, he's got his motorbike test today, so I need to be there before 12, and we're looking at getting to drop the car off at 5 to 11, and we've got 9 miles to run from there to the guy where we're dropping the Enfield. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a rush about. I don't normally like to do that. I like to you know, have a bit of a chat with whoever we're dropping the car, bike off or whatever, but I think both of these are going to be short and sweet, which is a shame really, but it is what it is. We'll do what we can, and that's all we can do really, isn't it? We can't do any more, even though we try. So Bracknell is looking like 5 mile away. Unload, quick sharp, on to the next. See you in a minute. Buick off. With Steve, who's
okay, lovely. Okay.
kindly said he'll video us crashing.
Yeah, I just treated myself to that.
It's what?
I've just treated myself to that. Well, I got to, wouldn't you? What else are you going to do with your mummy? Oh, sorry. Beautiful.
Sweet, isn't it?
Oh, it sounds nice, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Steve's over the moon. Mad rush now. Get, oh, I forgot his name now, that's rude. But forget the next chap, get his Enfield. We'll touch and go, get there before he's got to go for his bike test. So, on we go. Here we are, dropping off the little Enfield. That's the good. On there, can you see? Yeah, there we go. Well, that's the Enfield dropped off. Felt a bit bad really. The chap who's bought the Enfield, the Desert Storm one, we were rushing to get down here for 12 because he got his bike test this afternoon, and unfortunately he had his mod 1 this morning and it didn't quite work out, so he couldn't do his mod 2 this afternoon, so he's now got to look at his bike until he can get that sorted, which is a bit of a shame really, but would have been better if I'd been dropping it off and he'd been rushing off to get his test to go out and ride it, but life's not like that, is it? We all know that. So at least he's got his bike there and it'll give him some more inspiration, which is good. So now I'm heading to the New Forest and we'll get the GPZ Turbo delivered and then wing our way back north, hopefully to pick some stuff up, but we'll see how we go. day's not working out too fantastic with traffic and stuff, but we know that already. All right then, speak to you in a bit. Stunning, absolutely stunning. What better place to have a GPZ 750 turbo? So let's get it out, get it unloaded, and oh, wagon. There we go. Hopefully happy Tim. Rush on now, isn't there? Yeah, mad rush. Supposed to get to Nottingham about 10 to 5, where a bike will be left for me. So chuck it on the trailer as quick as possible, when I should jump back in the van like a mad relay race to get to Grantham before 6 o'clock. We are pushing it. So driving as quick as we can within the speed limits, etc, etc, and just doing what we can really. But if I can manage to get these bikes, it'll save me another day out. So must be off my head, honestly, these days. Really, really, really are insane. I don't know anybody else who does this, well obviously. But hey ho. So here we are, everyone's gone home. Didn't get a chance to do anything in Nottingham because well, it's madness. I've managed to make it here a little bit after these guys shut. So one of the lads, I've known him for years, he's managed to hang back for 10 minutes, which is very good of him. Thank you very much, and good shout out to him. So that's the bike from Nottingham. What a thing, what a thing. Dyno, Velocity kits, next to no mile, it's got everything on that. Then here's the other three. CB500, nice cheapie. Brilliant Shiver 750, again nice cheapie, that's once a bath. And then we've got the Zevo 125 with next to no miles on it, so that's all good as well. So we've got some right beauties there. Now I've just got to do a bit of Tetris, take the trailer off, get all these in the back of the van. So I'll get on with it. We're hooked up, loaded up. Now we've got a bit of a disaster on, because I'll show you the that's good, nice and tight, yeah, all good. Oh, it's going nowhere. Someone's got to say it, it's going nowhere. Famous last words, but there you go. Right, we're loaded up. Let's have a look. Right, so far, oh, excuse me, 479 miles. Look at that. That's been like that for 10 miles. So I need fuel, and damn fast. So that's my next job. see if I can get this lot unloaded, because bit of a sale on tomorrow that I need to do, and then a bit of work on the F250 job, big Ford. So rather than coming down here first thing in the morning, unloading and one thing and another, I want to see if I can get it all done tonight. So a proper long day today, but let's see how we go. Because the worst thing's worst is getting parked at the workshop with trailer on and one thing or another. Everyone's home from work now, so we'll see. See how we go. Empty van, me, all about shattered, but managed to get the trailer parked up the road a bit, so we can get in. Let's get the bits for that little Italjet. That's all the clobber for that. And then put the books in. So there's all the bikes in. Light on. I think we've been having a bit of an organised today, by the looks of it, which is nice. So we've got these super fancy keys for this thing. I'm just intrigued to what it sounds like, to be honest. Well, that's the keys for the Italjet. This is up on a centre stand. Look at that mad steering on that front hub, concentric hub, or whatever they call it. Right then, let's go. Let's make a row. Oh, look at that. That can't be right, surely, can it? 37 miles. It is 37 miles. What a thing. 37 miles. It's dynoed, it's uprated. If I'd spend all that money on it and then doing 37 miles. Anyway, not our problem, is it? Let's get the door locked. On another fantastic day. So that's it, we're in the dark. So what time are we on now? 10 to 9. Right, trailer hooked up, home. That's it, we're back. So much for getting light nights, eh? They've disappeared. Right, here we go. This can be took off here tomorrow, I think, because I can't much be bothered this evening. Oh, shut up. Silly thing. Well, I've got to have that, haven't I? Dear. Otherwise I can't see that I'm about to take the side off the Bentley, which would be really bad. I don't know how I've managed to get myself in this position, but I've got myself there. So, anyway. In fact, What the hell, eh? Let's go round the back. She'll come round. Don't hit the barbecue on the way round, because that'd be bad. I think we're just about through there. Ooh, go on, squeak. We're in. Right, that's it. We're doing a lap of the field, and then we'll leave it round the back. Probably shouldn't do this because it's as boggy as. So that's the day. We're complete. 9:02 or 21:02 for all you military types, which is myself included. Right, let's have a look. And let's have a look at what we've done today. So 553 miles, 21 to the gallon. So smash some fuel out there, hasn't it? Anyway, doesn't matter. Got to get the job done. We've moved. What we moved? 7 vehicles. So that's not bad going, is it? Right, I'm off to get my shepherd's pie that Lisa's cooked me, and we'll see you later. See you later. So, what a week. You saw all the epic footage there from yesterday and a little bit day before and stuff like that. I can't remember what I'd done. Hell of a long day that yesterday, 15 hours by the time it was all up and done and back home. It's Thursday night. I'm off to Portsmouth this weekend for a friend's 50th. He's having a floor of the Spinnaker Tower, I believe, which sounds absolutely fantastic. So we're travelling down tomorrow with a couple of friends, and we're going to take that old Bentley again, I think. We absolutely love it. So we're going to cruise down there in that. So what's going on this week in the real toy shop? What have we got rid of? So you saw all the stuff go yesterday. Big space where Buick used to live. Missing that one already, but we'll cope. All sorts of bikes gone. You'll see them drop off the website. There's an RT gone. There's another RT gone. We've got... this is the ones you haven't seen on film, obviously. Little moped to bring back from Scotland because had a problem. That's cost us an absolute arm and a leg. So don't say we don't go the extra mile, but that one it let the guy down. So he did give us opportunity to get it fixed, and we tried. But he is out right flipping near the Isle of Skye, so it's a tricky one to get back. Cost us a fortune. Cost a fortune to send it up there. Cost a fortune to get it back. So, but we're doing it. So that one was a little bit annoying. What else have we had this week? Not a lot really. Like I say, it's Thursday night. I'm going to try and get this edited so you can get it over the weekend or whatever. But no real big things to tell. We've been working on that F250 today. As I said last week, my mate came round and he's given us a bit of a dig out. We'll, like I say, it's got its own little separate video, but we're moving forward. That's the main thing. We're moving forward. Elvis, still not saying out. God bless him. Oh, caddy. Ordered some new white walls for the caddy. These ones are ancient, and we want to put some new ones on for something we want to do. Now, whether I'm absolutely crackers or not, I don't know. That remains to be seen. Well, anyone might already think I am. But friend's 50th in Spain, south of Spain. Now, the caddy came from Spain. There are other videos, early videos, and they're rubbish to be fair, but bought that in Barcelona and drove it home. Drove absolutely fine. So, what the plan kind of is at the minute, and this is the bit where I'm like, am I mental or what? Drive it to my mate's 50th in the south of Spain. She's a thirsty girl. She does actually did about 16.4 to the gallon on the way home. It was either 16.4 or 15.4. I can't remember because I knew it was near 16. So Did a bit of working out, flights, about £550. Then I've got to hire a car when I get there. And we worked out that's going to be about £1,200 in fuel. Plus it's an epic journey, plus if, you know, it extends the holiday a little bit either end for myself and Lisa to just travel roof down in the caddy. Am I barking? You tell me. I think I probably am. If I jumped in an Audi or something, Audi diesel, we might get 40 to the gallon. We'll double up. So it's going to cost us £600, not £1,200. So for that extra £600, would you take the caddy? So we're going to try and get it a bit ready. I've ordered some tyres for it anyway. Let's put the tyres on it. It's got a couple of little weepies underneath it. I think they're from the transmission, so we're going to get them done for the back end of May. So that's that. Off to Portsmouth. Just go stick this lot together. Thanks for watching, and if you found anything in here amusing or entertaining or whatever, give us a little like, give us a little subscribe. That way, I think it's better for us. People tell me it's better. Anyway, we're off. Ask the missus first, and see you next week.